Everyone has hobbies. One of my hobbies is to go to Scrapyard and climb walls. I have been climbing for about 5 months, and I would like to share the experiences I have in Scrapyard.
Oh my god. I gotta make it look cool. Oh my god. Then go you. You're just
There are many different types of climbing. One of the types is rope climbing, where one person belays another person. Belaying is when a person on the ground exerts tension on a climbing rope so that a falling climber does not fall very far. With rope climbing, both people need to trust each other for safe climbing.
Thanks for that.
Did you get that rat ball? Okay.
Many people also like bouldering or free climbing. Bouldering is when the person does not rely on the rope or the person who belays and climbs freely on the wall. Bouldering walls are usually shorter than rope climbing walls. Bouldering is definitely my favorite climbing style because it gives me the adrenaline rush.
That was so much deeper there.
In order to climb, we use chalk. It helps our hands to be dry so that we get a better grip on the holds. We also wear different kinds of shoes. Climbing shoes are relatively stiff, and for first timers, they can be really uncomfortable. However, it helps protect the climber's feet, but also help the climbers to climb more stable because of their unique design.
Why do you like climbing?
Because it's super fun. It's a great workout. It doesn't feel like working out.
Why is it super fun?
I don't know, because I guess you have a bit of an achievement grade. It's kind of like if you were into weightlifting, you could go up in weight. This is like you can go up V1, V2, V3. You get better. You watch your progress.
I like it because it's hard, but it's fun, and it's a sport that doesn't hurt my knees. I used to play soccer, and my knees didn't like that, but my knees like climbing. It's fun because it's hard, but it's not stressful, and I can do a bad job, and it's fine. I can fall all I want, and nobody cares. And when I succeed, it's really satisfying. It's challenging because it's very mental. Like you have to figure out the routes, and there's some hard moves that you have to commit to, but it's also like physical, like strength and technique and flexibility. It combines all of those things.
So what
just
are you
the
gonna
game.
do, Tom?
We're gonna try to climb her out without looking
Okay.
at it. So like I'll be on the wall and then someone will tell me where to move my hand to try.
But
to
your
get to-
eyes will be closed.
Yeah.
Nice.
Or we could like tie something around my eyes.
Sometimes we climbers can get
Yep,
really
that's right.
crazy.
2 hands.
After climbing the same route many times, we climbers try to look for new things. Oftentimes, we challenge each other with different kinds of games
Yes.
and different ways to climb.
Now you're gonna go up and to the left with your right hand. Your right hand. There you go.
That?
Yep. And over to the left. Go on top of that one. And your left foot. Oh man. I'm gonna have you move your left foot up too. See how this works. And to the right. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
And now you can stand up and you're gonna go with your left hand straight up. Right there. And then your right hand. Oh!
Good try,
That
Tom.
slip will get you. That's interesting.
Is that fun?
How was it? Was it
I don't
scary?
know. I definitely got really pumped.
Why do you like climbing?
I like it because it's like a challenge, and then you can definitely like work with friends on different problems you're doing, and I kind of like that aspect of it, just as a way to meet new people and kind of get into a new group.
What's the challenge you're talking about?
It's like some holds are like smaller, so you can't always hold on to them right away, and so I kind of like the whole process of like training to be able to hold on to those smaller ones.
This is a sloper.
Okay.
It's very round. You have to use the surface area of the hold to keep you on, but also it's a sloper. This kind of is basically any big hold. Oh, that purple one, definitely.
Is that what? A
It's
sloper?
a sloper. So these nice big ones are jugs. They're the best hold because you can stick your hand into them, and they have a lot of like a ledge on them. Let's see what else. We have pinches. Pinches mean that you engage your thumb. So all of these holds are pinches. We have a pocket. A pocket is where you stick your fingers in the hold. So like this is a really big pocket that's kind of also like a jug. These are crimps. If you want to full crimp it, you put your thumb on top. There's slots. I don't know if we have any slots up right now, but they're kind of like pinches in that it's like you have to get your fingers into them, but they're usually like squished. So you stick your finger in like that, and that'd be a slot. Any hold that you're holding like this from the bottom is an undercling.
Like the one on the
Like that purple one. I think that's all.
For climbers to be more engaged in Scrapyard, they change one wall every week. It allows climbers to climb new routes and to experience many different types of holds. Each route has specific levels where the higher the number, the harder the route. These new routes allow us to be more creative in figuring out how to climb specific routes so that we can improve in our climbing skills.
About what level is that?
That route?
Yeah.
V2, V3
Okay.
or so.
About how long does it take for you guys to complete one wall? Probably depends on the wall though.
It depends on the wall, but sometimes it goes pretty quick. But we start around 4 or 5, and we're usually done by 9:30, 10. So about 4.5, 5 hours.
Is there how do you guys like grade your levels?
Well, when we're setting the route, we want to get one of each grade, and then usually like from V0 to V7, and then we try to add in a few others if there's space.
Okay.
And then while we're setting, we just kind of say, you shoot for this grade, you shoot for that grade. And then right now we're forerunning, and we're kind of tweaking them, making them exactly what we want them to be.
Before you guys set up a route, do you guys already have plans in your mind before, or like do you just do it like while you're just setting up?
Sometimes it's both. So sometimes I have moves in my mind that I want to try to force. Other times it's as I'm kind of putting together the route, I'm like, oh, this, something comes to me while I'm putting together the route. And then sometimes you just, almost always there's a plan, I guess, beforehand. It doesn't always exactly work out. Sometimes you get pleasant surprises, like moves that you weren't anticipating that were really cool. And then other times it's like, man, this really is not working, and we strip it and then start over. So it just kind of depends. And people approach it different ways.
Mm-hmm.
So I usually have a plan. I usually have a hold or two that I want to focus on and I want to use in a certain way. So I think about how to get to that hold and how to move off that hold.
Is this really the exciting stuff that you want?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
At the end of the day, student workers at Scrapyard clean up the place and close the gym. Climbing has been my new favorite hobby after I was introduced to it from a friend about 5 months ago. To those who are looking for something new to do this weekend, why not check out Scrapyard Climbing Collective?